Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another 3 questions in 3 minutes, this time with our power players in tourism and hospitality. Today, I am joined by Andrew Rigie, the Executive Director of the New York City Hospitality Alliance, which is a nonprofit that represents about 25,000 different restaurants and nightlife establishments across the 5 boroughs, and they collectively employ about 250,000 people. So a huge part of the economy, a huge part of every community. Andrew, thank you so much for being here with me.
Thanks for having me.
So I know that one of the goals of the New York City Hospitality Alliance is to remove barriers to entrepreneurship. What are some of those barriers and how are you working to remove them?
Sure. Well, in New York City, we just have such a incredible restaurant nightlife scene, but most of these business owners are small business owners. And historically, there's been so much bureaucracy, so much red tape. So we're really advocating to streamline the permit and licensing process so new small businesses, restaurants, bars, nightclubs can get open quickly. And then once they are open, the focus is on education and compliance and not just fining businesses. Historically, we always heard businesses felt like they were an ATM for the city. So we need to focus on education, training, compliance, streamlining this whole process to get new businesses open faster, small businesses the ability to expand faster, and change the narrative and the perspective that New York City is unfriendly to small business. We need to support them, encourage them, and really praise them for all the great work that they're doing in their communities and for our city.
Certainly. And I think especially now post-pandemic, that has really changed as well. So I have to ask, so many restaurants did shut down, some of them permanently during the pandemic. What are some initiatives that you're focused on right now to help new small businesses open and to help those restaurants that have been struggling through the pandemic to really bounce back?
We're still advocating for the federal government to replenish the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, which was a grant program that has helped save so many restaurants. Unfortunately, about 65% of restaurants and bars in New York that applied for the money were shut out when the relief was quickly exhausted. So we need the federal government to replenish it quickly. And then there's a lot of other policies we need locally, like working on creating a more standardized and sustainable permanent outdoor dining program, and some other policies that are only going to help businesses right now in the moment, but set them up for success in the future.
Definitely. Sounds like all good ideas to me. So, say there is a new small business owner, someone who wants to open a restaurant or just opened a restaurant. How would they go about becoming a member of the New York City Hospitality Alliance? And then what are some of the benefits that they would enjoy as a member?
Sure. So they can go to our website, which is the nycalliance.org, the nycalliance.org, and they can learn about membership. We have a couple different levels. Generally speaking, it's pretty, or I say very affordable to join. You can join our newsletter for no cost at all. And then we advocate, the more members that we have that are engaged in the political process, the stronger our voice is. So we help organize them and make sure that they have a voice in the halls of government, so they're respected. We can enact policies that support them coming out of the pandemic, but also for the long term. And also, we put together different events and parties and awards to make sure that our industry is not only hosting events for all their customers, but hosting events, getting together, strengthening our bonds, and making sure that the vitality of our industry, the importance of our industry is not only recognized, but it's organized, and we're all fighting and pushing in one direction while we support each other.
That's incredible. I think it's great that there are these resources. It sounds like you guys have a lot of fun, but also get a lot of work done. So I think it's a great balance. Thank you so much, Andrew, for being here with me and for being a power player in tourism and hospitality.
I'm very honored, and thanks for everything that you do.